Today's show is sponsored by Diane Clines, an independent associate with Legal Shield, offering legal services starting at $29.95 and identity theft starting at $19.95 a month. They also provide a will, a living will, assisted with moving violations, contract review, consultations, and more. For more information, contact Ms. Diane Clines at 214-881-5225 or go to dsclines.ladiesofjustice.com. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Taz, and of course, you're listening to the Intro Podcast. Let's go! Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Taz, and you're listening to the Intro Podcast. Thank you guys once again for coming back and kicking it with your boy, listening to me talk to everybody about everything, or just talk about everything in general. I'm excited about it. Today, I have a special guest, Mr. Carl Compton. He is a model and a digital media content creator. He has come into this studio and has changed everything I thought I knew about him. I promise. And it's not that I had a bad view or bad thought of him, but it's really important to sit down and talk to people to really get to know who they are. And I think Carl did that for me today. If you hear that thunder in the back, it's because we are about to experience some of the worst weather ever, at least for a couple hours. But I'm excited about today's show. But before we get into that, let's talk about something right fast. I've heard a lot of people over the last couple of weeks, and this is the first time that I've actually spoke on this subject, which is the Will Smith and Chris Rock situation, the whole slapping thing. And I've heard a lot of people, or I watched a lot of people on social media talk about how far Will has taken America back with that slap on a platform where we are often tolerated and not appreciated. So I just transparently going to say I don't have any comment about the slap. I don't have any comment about what Will said whenever he sat down, but I do have a problem or a comment about what America is saying whenever they say, well, Will Smith took us back 20 years, yada, yada, yada. For me, and this is my personal view, we look at Will and we look at this Chris Rock situation and say that he took us back with a slap. But how many of us have seen something, liked something, shared something, said something, or done something on social media that was not probably the best look for the culture? And not only was it not the best look for the culture, it wasn't the best look for you as an individual, for your family, or for your kids, because one thing that I've realized about social media is that it never goes away. Even whenever you delete it, I do believe that video, that picture, or that comment still exists somewhere in the internet world, where we're posting, these provocative dances, or we're posting videos of us fighting and cussing and all of the other things that are not necessarily moral now, that people are able to see us do, or people are able to see us like. Because what we don't understand is, or what people don't understand is, whatever you like or whatever you post on social media, you endorse it. So although you're probably not the person fighting, or not the person cussing someone out, or not the person doing the provocative dancing or whatever, and I'm not a judge on any of this. Like what you like and do what you do. But you have to understand, as much as we say that Will took us back years because this was on the platform that the other people normally don't invite us to, or they invite us but don't want to award us at the same time, we take each other back. We take the culture back also by the videos we watch, by the videos we post, by the things that we like, by the things that we repost. Don't don't actually sit back and think that whenever you are reposting videos that the other people are not looking at what you're posting and laughing at you, or saying that this is what we're all about, saying that we're never ever going to be better than XYZ, and this is why we don't invite Bobo to the cookout for the business, for the company meeting, or all the other things, because we are some of the most judgmental people. We are so judgmental that it's unbelievable. It's like everybody else has to line up to a certain standard, but when it comes to us, we have the ability to say what our standard should be, but we can't hold a Will Smith, and we can't hold a Chris Rock, or we can't hold a whoever up to that same, to allow them to be human. No, Will probably wasn't all the way right for what he done, but think about it. You're not right for a lot of stuff that you're saying on social media. You're not right for a lot of the things that you are reposting on social media. You're not right for a lot of things that you're quoting on social media. And understand this, not only is it looking bad for you or your family, but we want to talk about culture. The other people look at what we're saying. They look at what we're doing. And whenever it don't line up with what they want us to do, or what they want us to see, or what they want us to say, don't believe, or please do believe, that you're taking the culture back also. So let's not get so wrapped into being judgmental on saying that what Chris and Will Smith went through was just, the worst thing in the world. And, oh my God, why did he do it type situation? Because that's not necessarily where your mindset should be. You don't want people to judge you by what you post on social media. You don't want people to judge you by what you repost, what you say, or what videos you're actually in. So the same grace, the same mercy, and the same leniency that you want people to have on you, please, before you pass judgment and want to drag somebody through the mud, have that same grace for them. I don't care if it's your next door neighbor or if it's President Obama, because that's always going to be my president. I don't care if it's Will Smith, if it's Jada, if it's Janet. Have the same grace on them that you would want on you. Because don't forget, we're saying that, like I said, they're taking away from the culture. He took us back years or whatever. Your kids may necessarily one day see what you've posted or what you've said on social media. And whenever you're doing it now and you have kids that are in school that's able to see what you're doing, don't think that they're not going to school probably having to deal with what parents are doing on social media. Which brings me to the whole Stevie J interview, where in the interview that he done, number one, the improper interview conduct, he was in bed. Number two, from what it looked like while he was in bed, he was doing a live interview while he was getting this thing done. Like he was getting fellatio performed on him in the middle of an interview. All of Stevie J has kids that are of age that are in school, and this is on social media. So don't think and believe that other people in this school that know that Stevie J is your father isn't following you on social media or following Stevie J and see what your father is doing in bed. Come on. Those are the things that we need to consider before we pass judgment. Like, where's the uproar on that? Or is that cool because it's something, it's sexual and it's a joke? No. Have the same energy for somebody else that you would want for yourself, in other words. It's not worth it. And at this, we're so indulged, they're so invested in these celebrity people's lives that we don't even realize the same thing that we're judging them by are things that we're doing, things that we're saying, pictures that we're posting, texts that we're putting out, videos that we're putting out. Again, and then we'll get on to the interview. Do me a favor. Have that same line of grace for other people, or in this case, that same line of grace that you would want, have that same grace for Will. But I will say this: everybody's talking about, well, I need somebody to go check on Chris also. Although he's already said that he's not going to comment on anything that happens until he get that check. But in the meantime, somebody go check on him too, because hey, he matters also. It's your boy Taz. This is the Intro Podcast. Let's get into this interview with Carl Compton. If you know me, you know, a couple of years ago, whenever I first started the brand for Spotlight, I had this young man sitting next to me. Was the very first, the ladies called him eye candy. So this was the very first eye candy I had on Spotlight, in Spotlight magazine, and I just never dropped the ball in talking to him. Reached out to him a couple days ago because he's doing some big things again in modeling or just in media period, because evidently he want to go live and doing Facebook lives and stuff, talking to folk, and I want to know what's making him want to do all that stuff. So without further ado, let me talk to the one and only Mr. Carl Compton. What's up, sir? Man, I'm trying to be like you in this world. Y'all, he got my studio smelling like every bit of everything I needed to smell like, ladies and gentlemen. Man, so what's been going on with you, bro?
What's been going on with me? So I just signed a big contract with DNG. I have 2 big projects going on in London. One is a TV series called Pieces, and then it's a horror movie I'll be doing out there. Just got certified as a CNA, about to be registered too.
Congratulations for that.
What else?
How long have you had that interest in the health field?
Since I had my first motorcycle accident.
Golly.
I just never pursued it.
How bad was that accident?
Cut my hand wide open.
Ooh.
If I ain't had my hand, I'm not going to be here today, so I thank God
Wow.
for that. So that was just a wake-up call. But I watched my whole surgery with my hand cut open. And it was crazy. It was like some Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street type of stuff.
Yeah.
Ever since then, I need to jump into that. Plus, I like taking care of people.
Yeah. So your is the show that you're talking about, is this the first movie that you're going to be working on, or is this something that you've been doing?
This will be my first legit movie and TV series.
Okay.
Hands down, where it's going to be featured on HBO Max. It's going to be on your Netflix. It's going to be worldwide, nationwide.
With this being your first, are you nervous? Are you feeling anything?
No, I'm not afraid at all. I'm excited about it all.
That's what's
I'm
up.
really excited.
So you are now on social media. You are, I would say, you're more active. You're doing a lot of Facebook lives, or just it's new to me because I hadn't seen it. What's causing you to be more vocal?
Causing me to be more vocal because it's time overdue. I couldn't really be too vocal. I mean, I could have, but you know, when you're in a relationship, it's just the person you with, you just gotta be sure that y'all on the same page. So it's a lot of things I really couldn't do or say. Well, I really could have done, but I didn't do a lot of things out of respect.
Yeah.
When I did do it, it was an issue. So I just toned it down a lot, and that was unlikely. I noticed when I started doing things, now people's like, "Where you been? What's all this about?" And all this about. I ain't never left. I just got out of the situation. That's it.
So the things that you were not able to do, do you think it, well, not think, but did it have anything to do necessarily with your career?
No, it didn't. It actually hindered me, but I hindered myself from it. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that would never happen again. So to all everybody that's been listening, I ain't going nowhere. Hey, you gonna see me, you gonna keep seeing me. So,
congratulations again on the degree for nursing aid.
Yeah, nursing aid, and then I'm gonna jump right into RN.
So with all of that going on, first of all, again, salute you for that, because you know that we, in the society that we live in, we don't get the opportunity to highlight young Black men that are doing positive things. So because you're doing that, congratulations. But how are you able to juggle the health field versus TV versus modeling and do everything successfully?
Asian. first, prayer, put God first, and then number two, prioritize everything. So since everything is done virtually, it makes everything that much easier.
Facts.
I had the scripts right there in my face and my hand, so I can study that when I'm eating lunch or when I'm on an airplane flying to another place, just anywhere when I'm doing any type of work as far as studying with the nursing. Same deal. I mean, you put your time into what you want to do.
Facts.
So I just putting all my time into myself and into my craft.
Yeah.
And God didn't make us only just to be doing one thing. So.
This is true. Very true. Who are some of the actors who have inspired you along the way?
Leonardo DiCaprio, Denzel Washington, Paul Walker, Viola Davis. I mean, I got a long list.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson.
I love Samuel L. Jackson.
He be cussing, man.
That voice, yeah.
Say he good, Samuel L. Jackson, but yeah, but mainly Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay.
And please forgive me for the acting world, but I forgot his name, but old dude that plays Venom and Iron Man, because they have an interesting story. How he sat back and they got back up. The main character that played Iron Man, he had drug abuse. Almost messed up his whole career. But he turned right around and came back and he was Iron Man.
Yeah.
And he turned his whole life around, took his career around, got it back on track. It was the same ordeal with the guy that played Venom and drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he got a second chance and he came back as Venom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, from Die Hard to Venom.
Yeah. So
then he went from the Iron Man, he went from Sherlock Holmes to Iron Man. So it's like, God would do it.
Yeah.
He don't have no time frame and no age when he'll do it. So you can be in your 20s or you can be in your 40s and still become what you always want to be.
This is true. See, now it's like you preaching to me. I needed to hear that part. Talking about the different
Robert Downey Jr. Thank you. I appreciate it.
There you go. Let's tell me about some of one of the situations where we're in whatever level it was, whether it's the TV, the modeling, or whatever. Like, I know everything don't always work out the way we want it to go, but because you've been able to be doing this for so long, how are you able to overcome the obstacle or able to overcome the no and still push because of what you feel it's gonna become?
To be honest with you, y'all, my kids, fans, people that believe in me, people that support me, that share my pictures, that always saying the most positive things to me. Me coming from Oak Cliff, Dallas, Oak Cliff, Texas, from the hood or whatever, and people would never think, you from the cliff? Like, yeah, I'm from the cliff. I just chose a different path.
Yeah.
I just want to be an example to the young generation and the people that's been trying to do it and been doing it for year after year after year.
Yeah.
And still ain't just really hit. And God's timing is the best timing.
This is facts.
We may want to hit this year, but it may not be our year. And if we ain't paying attention to being observant, being obedient, staying humble, and just staying on track, we'll get there. And just know that with faith, anything can be accomplished. And you just got to believe in yourself more than your supporters, more than your fans, more than your family, friends. You have to believe more into yourself than anybody else, and just stick with that. Everything else will fall into place.
I feel like you've been in my apartment, in my car, in my cell phone, and in my emails for the past whatever, man. And this is a introduction to this side of you to me. I think that being able to see you in this light makes me gain another level of respect, because although we've been interacting for years, this is like my first time actually verbalizing with you. Yeah. I think that first off, I didn't know that you was from the cliff. You definitely don't give cliff.
Yeah, straight from the cliff. It's the heart of it. All day, every day. Hey, from Nancy Jane Cochran to Melina to Kimball, all the way back, a little bit of Carter, and I had went on to Cedar Hill and graduated from Cedar Hill.
Man,
yeah,
that's a whole journey.
I stayed down there in the valley. Everybody know about that Jackson Square and Fawn Ridge too.
Now my cousins talk a lot about Fawn Ridge, but I have no idea what it is. But that's their hood, the Clines and stuff. That's what they do. So let's get into it. I got questions. Have you ever encountered or experienced being contacted by anybody from the Illuminati?
I experienced that twice. I've been asked this many times. Just for those who are watching and everything, it's real. It's not a fake, even though there's a lot of people out here playing with it for a while. And it toned, if you notice, it toned down automatically 0. At one point in time, everybody was playing with it. Now you don't hear everybody no more.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not a joke. It's not a game. This entertainment industry, it's nothing to play with. It's nothing to fool with. That's why you see so many people. You see so many of these entertainers from the music industry to the acting and model industry. You see some entertainers kind of seem like they losing their mind or they just go off the wall on their lives or something like that. It's real. Again, if you're not grounded, if you're not prayed up, if you're not covered and keeping God first, then it's gonna be a struggle. If you don't know yourself and you let everything and anything get to you, whether it be people making fun of you, people making lies about you and memes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you can't handle all of that, then this ain't for you. What's good, man? I'm saying, Natasha. You got to be strong in this game.
Yeah.
And you can't be weak. You can't be soft. You can't react to everything because where you're going is not easy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we living in hell. So God come in many different shape, forms, and fashions, just like God do. But you got to be able to know how to point it out. If you ain't covered and prayed up, then it's gonna be a tough ride for you.
Yeah. How much of a part of your life or your success would you literally say, God, it's you and not me?
All of it. At one point, I used to like, dang, I did that. Oh, yeah, I made it happen. Or dang, the person I was with, oh, they got me on or whatever. But going back and sitting down and actually meditating and sitting back and looking at it, God did all that.
Mm-hmm.
He aligned all the things. Now, when I ran into mistakes, that was all me. That's when I was saying, oh, I made it. But then something didn't follow through. When God does it, everything falls on the line up. And once you pay attention and you stay focused, you tune everything out, you stay in that straight line, that streamline, you'll see everything for what it is. And we get caught up in the wants versus being focused and accepting reality. What's being shown in your face, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Don't make it yours. Don't try to change it a little bit. And that's all the way across the board, from your career to friendships to relationships to all of that. What you see is exactly what it is. If you see a thief and they stealing and they your homeboy or homegirl, something come up missing at the house.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised it wasn't that homeboy or homegirl. They showed you off top who they were.
Yeah.
If they a cheater off top and you got with them while they was cheating,
if they cheat,
don't be surprised.
Yeah. If they cheat on you,
they was sneaking and talking noise. Don't be surprised.
Yeah.
Your name get caught up for something that you told them about.
Yeah.
I mean, it's reality.
Yeah.
But we get sucked up into trying to believe something for what it's not, and that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further, today's show is sponsored by Diane Clines Legal. She is an independent associate with Legal Shield, offering legal services starting at $29.95, identity theft starting at $19.95 a month. They also provide a living will, assist with moving violations for y'all that drive like me. They also help in contract reviews, consultations, and other things. For more information, contact Ms. Diane Clines at 214-881-5225, or you can go to the website dsclines.ladiesofjustice.com. Okay, so y'all know me already, so I don't really have to put this in a box. Nigga, you look good.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Do you have or have you ever experienced stalkers that cannot get enough of you?
Yes, I have.
How do you handle it? And I blame you 100% for it. But anyway, how do you deal with it?
I be like, I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? But I just respectfully, excuse language, tell their ass to chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
I mean, respect my space, respect the relationship, and well, I ain't in a relationship now, but then yeah, respect the relationship, respect all of this. I mean, sometimes it can be a little bit too much.
Yeah.
And then I just don't respond. I just hit the like or love button. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't entertain it.
How hard is it for you? Well, whenever you were or for your next, how hard or difficult is it with your career to actually do a successful relationship for whatever success looks like for you?
I just have to have a strong woman, period.
Because she has to understand what comes with the territory of being with you.
Yeah, and she got to trust that too. Like, I ain't supposed to disrespect her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't entertain. If you go back while I was in a relationship, any females that say some off the wall stuff or out of line stuff, knowing that my lady was watching the scene, I didn't respond back and entertain that.
Mm-hmm.
If it got out of hand, I checked it. And I let my lady know I checked it, or I show her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's many ways around the decision. It's easy. It's simple. All you gotta do is communicate.
Yeah.
If you communicate, this will be easy.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And in another way, I involve in it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I'm doing, if she can make it, I'll make sure she's there.
Mm-hmm.
If she can't, then I share it with her. Just make sure I just make sure that she's a part of what I'm going through and while down my road.
Yeah.
Leaving it separate, that's when it becomes an issue. So I just keep her a part of everything that I do.
That's interesting. So for the viewer who's watching or the listener who's going to be listening, let me tell you guys first off, of course, you guys are watching this on social media now, but this also will be available on iHeartRadio as soon as Monday, and it's going to live on iHeartRadio forever under the Intro Podcast. But for the individual who has the ambition to do something, let's just say a young boy or a young girl has the ambition to want to enter modeling or wanted to do TV and film, but for them it seems impossible because they don't have the necessary tools to do so. What would your advice be to that person?
Study, research, and study. Just like you go to work, just like you go to class, research and study your craft.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I ain't gonna never forget where I come from. The white guys that got me into modeling. Willie Johnson and Nathaniel, the ones that taught me a lot about this industry. I ain't gonna never forget where I come from.
Mm-hmm.
And then William Young of Crave Magazine, he put me on some tips too. I can go down the list, but those are the main 4 people that really got me in tune with this modeling and acting. And I appreciate them. Again, I still talk to those people today. But I would tell the young person to research what type of model you want to be. That's first off. You can't go into something not knowing where you're going, which direction you're going.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to hear a football player going to go play football and he don't know what position he want to play. He's just like playing football.
Yeah.
No, he's either going to say, I want to be a running back, a safety, a quarterback, or whatever. Or you don't hear a person just want to do anything
and don't have direction.
Yeah, they have a direction. They have a clue of what direction they want to go when they jump into it. So my first thing is just, if you're serious about it, know what you want to be in the industry, in the modeling, because it's more than just one type of model.
Mm-hmm.
You have high fashion, you have editorial, you have print, you have commercial, you have all many different types. And all of those align into acting. It's either you're gonna model and act or act and model.
Mm-hmm.
One of the two. It's going they work together. And if you serious about it, then find your niche, perfect that, build off of that, and keep going.
What area of modeling have you found to be the most successful for you?
Print, commercial. And now they just want to put me on the screen, so I'm all for it because they like the smile, they like my my charisma, my personality. It's like TV been missing you for too long. Where you been? And I said, I've been waiting on God. So whenever God is ready for me to do it, I guess it's my time. And my time is now, and I'm taking it all full throttle. I ain't getting off the gas not one bit.
Yeah. Have you had to go through points in time where you had to sacrifice friends or people who probably, whenever you started out, didn't believe that this was, that thing for you to do?
Like I tell all my viewers and anybody that's listening, I'm pretty sure y'all have heard this. When God starts to lift you up and put you on your path, everybody can't go with you on that. So I wouldn't call it a sacrifice. I call it a learning lesson. So they wasn't that. It's a season, and that season ended. Simple as that.
Yeah.
It wasn't no sacrifice. I don't look at it no sacrifice. I look at it ain't no hard feelings. I grew. We just outgrew each other, and our mindsets, our dream, our goals was not on the same path. So fall off.
Yeah.
Keep going. I still talk to you.
Yeah.
I still love you, but it's just gonna be from a distance. My focus gotta be. I got things to do in this world, so I can't be worried about a friendship that wasn't 100 for me anyway.
Facts.
So no hard feelings, respectfully.
As busy as you are with the career or careers with a Z, not an S, do you what you consider, first of all, what you consider this new health field a part of the career or a job, or if it's a part of the career, do you actually do the 9 to 5 at the same time?
I used to do the 9 to 5 when I quit.
Why you quit? Wait, did y'all see the face he made when he said that though?
I did the 9 to 5 for a long time and I quit.
What was the 9 to 5?
I was actually a manager at LKQ Automotive. It was a decent, good job, but like any other job, you just a number. You just another head.
Yeah.
And you making more millions for a company, and you had
never see it.
You had never see it, and you'll never reach your dreams by doing that. Yeah. So it's like either you're gonna take the risk and start investing in yourself and making things happen, or you're gonna continue breaking your back, getting older, and depending on Social Security, pension, and all that. Forget all that because that's not about to be anything neither. Mm-hmm. So if you ain't been watching the news and keeping up with everything like that in the world, then I mean, my best advice is you better figure out something. So, and stop trying to do this 9 to 5. You ain't built to be a 9 to 5. We are not built to be a 9 to 5. Right. We're built to be entrepreneurs, leaders,
several streams of income,
motivators, and very inspirational and uplifting. Let's display love and education and knowledge. Yeah. On how we can get to the place that we're trying to get to.
Yeah. So I've been listening to a lot of different shows or watching TV or whatever, and people have their Mount Rushmore of whatever. What is your Mount Rushmore? 4 of your top models or 4 of your top actors and actresses that you would put on Mount Rushmore?
Top actors. Don't don't judge me on this. To be honest with you, I look at the top 10 models.
Okay.
I go critique their top pose, and I get more feedback than them, and they have celebrity standards. So I don't even look. I can't even tell you the top models. Okay. I don't even compare myself to Tyson Bedford. Much credit to you, but I stand alone in my own lane. I'm Carl Compton, and I feel like the moment God put me where I need to be, where is He taking me? Then everything else gonna speak for itself. As far as actors, again, I'm not gonna Denzel Washington, hands down, Samuel Jackson, Leonardo DiCaprio, and I like Mark Wilborn.
I like Mark. I love the whole Wilborn family. They have this thing where like their whole entire family is just killing whatever they do.
And I like the Smollett daughter, not the one that did all that crazy.
He messed up the whole family name.
Messed it all over. and that's a family of good actors, actors.
Yeah.
But he pulled his foolish, and that just lets you know, God, how quick he can just go away.
Yeah.
He can be turned on for a long time, but he can be turned off like it never existed. Mm-hmm. So as far as models, don't have any.
So you guard yourself as opposed to your brand. You guard it very, very well. What did you have to experience something to where your brand was kind of smudged to become as guarded as you are now?
Yeah, and anybody that's trying to do this and have done it, what's up, DD? Uh, you don't come into time and place. You get vulnerable. You get desperate. You get eager. And when I experienced the time with the Illuminati, I mean, my gigs, the opportunities, they shut down like immediately out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
My emails used to be blowing up. My inbox used to be blowing up. And this is before Instagram and all that stuff started popping. So it just stopped.
Mm-hmm.
I got child support. My first gig with the Calvin Klein, I had a nice little, almost close to 100K check, and ran through that. Didn't take those gigs, and I got desperate. So I said I tried to do something for Playboy. Found out it was a hoax. You know what I'm saying? And they got me. The guy did. He paid for it a couple of years later, though. How about that?
See.
But yeah, he got me, and I got put out there. I got exposed a little bit on some news stuff. I didn't care. It is what it is. Everybody gonna see it. I mean, that's the thing now. But that ain't me. At that time, though, I almost lost my job, and it was just the most embarrassing and humiliating moment for me. And I was like, damn, I stooped that low. So, but I was so desperate, and I had lost that. I forgot about my prayers. I forgot about the faith.
Because it seemed like that issue at the time was that.
And bills, too.
Yeah.
Bills was right there, too.
So
bills ain't going to pay for it itself.
I tell people, don't judge my choice until you know what my options were.
Right. So, I mean, other than that, again, I ain't let it stop me. I ain't let it, I went down a little bit, but I woke up one morning, excuse my language, I said, man, fuck this shit. It is what it is. So I just got my ducks in order.
Yeah.
Reset and kept pushing.
Yeah.
Period. So none of that's gonna hold me back.
Evidently, nothing's gonna hold you back. Let's talk about this. You don't have the answer. Totally respectable. But again, y'all know me, so he wanted me to ask a certain way, but I'm gonna ask the way I'm just curious about. What's up with this sexy ass picture with you in this fire pit?
That's me just showing that I'm enjoying life. I'm free. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. I'm at peace in my own comfort. People take it as a relationship thing because, again, I just got a long-term relationship, and my posts are not related. So let me get this understanding. Just FYI, none of my posts are related to my breakup. I'm being me. I'm at peace. I'm happy. At one point, we were in love. We did love each other. We still love each other and respect each other. I don't look at it as a bad thing or a bad person, but none of it has affected me, period.
Right.
That post was just about being at peace, being away, getting into your zone and loving life and loving yourself, loving more yourself. You know what I'm saying? Being transparent, walking with a certain level of class and integrity. And don't worry about what people say or think about you, because you're going to get that until the day you die, 6 feet under. People going to have something to say, whether it be good or bad, negative, positive, whatever the case may be. As long as you know and the people that stand behind you know what it is, you don't have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
But that all goes into knowing yourself. So, for reassurance, none of my posts or recent posts about relationships or anything like that has anything to do with my breakup. It has everything to do to give back to the people that's afraid to say it or haven't gotten any advice. I'm only speaking from experience. So I'm not a guy that's just talking just to get attention, because I don't need to do all that to get attention. I'm just speaking because somebody else out there may need to hear this. May be going through something, may be feeling something, or may need to hear it in a different way.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like I come in there in a sense.
I believe that we all have a particular audience that's that need a message and will only get it from us.
Right.
As opposed to hearing it from somebody that they're familiar with.
Absolutely.
Because we expect family members, we expect friends, we expect boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife to say certain things. But whenever somebody who's not attached to you like that said, you kind of you grasp a hold to that concept faster. Absolutely. So your audience, even from, whenever I see you post something, the people who are commenting or liking pictures or your live videos, your audience loves you. How does it feel to know that whenever you speak, you inspire?
It feels good, man. That brings the most joy to my body. It's almost like I can compare it to like when I was giving birth to my boys, and if it feels good that me out of anybody that can inspire somebody or help somebody throughout their day. I mean, I've gotten several messages where people was thinking about killing themselves, but just because I said whatever message I said that day, it changed their whole outlook of things. Mm-hmm. It changed their whole outlook on the situation in life. And for me to be able to inspire people to think different or help them see a different path or even look towards God in a different light, then I feel like I did my job. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to save everybody in the world, but if I can save one person, if I can help one person a day, then I'm great.
I believe this. I could be wrong. My relationship with God, is it good? Okay, he says good. I believe that there are certain people that God just make beautiful because he know the beautiful. Some people will look at your videos or watch you on social media because they like what you look like, but you'll captivate them by what you say.
Yeah.
So you're like a hidden gem that God, he's like, I'm gonna make sure y'all see how good this nigga look. But once he starts talking about me, y'all gonna be so captivated by how he look, what he says is just gonna soak in. How did you develop, or when did you develop the deep relationship with God?
I'm still dealing with that now. I'm still trying to build that relationship. That's gonna be a lifelong thing for me. But when I tapped into that is when I had a long conversation with my mom and my grandma, and then a long conversation with my auntie Eric. That made me look at life a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? And it made me appreciate the gifts I have and really start to think about tapping into the gifts I actually have and a voice. So if I can use my voice to inspire, to motivate, to uplift, to change the cheer into a smile, that's what make me want to get a closer relationship with God, because I can only imagine when I'm fully all the way in that power,
facts,
all the way into myself, I can only imagine what I'm gonna be able to inspire and what I'm gonna be able to bring out of people and help people look at life a little bit different. Just because of what I'm saying, because I'm allowing God to use me and my talent and my career and my craft. Again, putting God first and everything, because without that, I wouldn't be who I am today or where I'm at right now. Yeah. And those facts.
Yeah. Once again, everybody, today's show is sponsored by Diane Clines, an independent associate with Legal Shield, offering legal services starting at $29.95 and identity theft starting at $19.95 a month. They also provide a living will, assist with moving violations for people that drive like me. They review contracts for people that model like Carl, and consultation for people like me that just need help. For more information, you can contact Ms. Diane Clines at 214-881-5225 or go to dsclines.ladiesofjustice.com. Have you always been this humble? Because most people that know they look good treat people like, nigga, I know I look good.
I've always been humble. I was raised in a home to be that way. I know. Now you can't just sit up there and call me like and treat me like I'm just an average joker. I know I'm not average, but I'm not fit to. But like, yeah, I know I'm the shit. I know I look good. No, I don't carry myself that way. I'm very like, yeah, I'm okay. I appreciate it. Thank you for the compliment. I'm not cocky. Never been arrogant. I ain't been conceited. I mean, to me, people that's like that, all you're doing is hindering yourself and you showing how ugly your spirit is.
Yeah.
And that ain't me. I can't even if I wanted to act that way,
yeah,
it wouldn't look natural.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if I had to do it in front of the camera for a check for a movie, then it's
Oh,
different.
we can make that happen.
Yeah, but just like in real life, no, I ain't. I mean, I'm pretty sure people that know me, people that's been around me, they'll pretty much say the same thing. Outside, I'm out going and crazy. I'm a life of the party, but other than that, as far as walking around like I'm the shit, no.
Y'all, this man smells so damn good. I just have to reiterate that. I need all of these colognes you have on. What do you do for fun outside of your career?
What do I do for fun? Well, I play football. I actually have a football game today at 6. I don't know if I'm going to make that. I spend time with my kids. I bowl. I love to bowl. I'm a family guy, so I like to play dominoes, play tonk.
I'll spank you on some dominoes or pity pat,
good
bro.
Good luck. I love my game night, so I got some friends. We do a game. I love game nights. I'm really much a homebody.
I haven't played tonk in forever.
Yeah, spades. Yeah, you can get that whooping too.
Oh man, you see y'all. He might not make it back to the intro after these games though, because I'm some kind of good on that, man. Think back to the very first modeling gig or contract you got. How did that make you feel whenever you literally signed a dotted line and they were like, "We want you"?
Calvin Klein, I never forget it. And at that moment, how I looked at models and men that model, I looked at it a whole different way. Because when I seen that check in those numbers, I said, yeah, I'm finna tap into this.
Yeah.
But again, the white gossip, the one that pushed me into that, and he did the test shoots with me. And my test shoot pictures came back horrible. But it was him that kept on saying that you got it. And then at the time I was working at Red Lobster, and just pretty much everywhere I went, you know, I get older people, older women, and you know, hey, do you model? Have you thought about modeling? No, I'm like, no, I play football. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And when I kept hearing that, or do you act because of the personality? I'm like, I ain't never acted. Maybe want to consider it. It was those people that kept saying it, so that lets me know. God was telling me, hey, I'm trying to tell you what you down here for, son. So you either gonna do it or not. Yeah. And I started listening to it and I tapped into it and I ain't stopped since.
What's the biggest regret?
The biggest
career industry wise, not personal.
The biggest regret career industry wise. The biggest regret. I don't have any.
Dope.
No, I don't have any. Reason why I don't have any because had I not made that mistake or made that decision then, I wouldn't be in this place today. So I don't have no regrets. I love the regrets. I love the regrets even if I have. I love the regrets and mistakes. I love when I was vulnerable. I love when I got embarrassed and humiliated. I love all of that because had I not went through that, I wouldn't be able to make it and be strong man that I am in the entertainment industry I am today. Yeah. Because had I went through that now, I'd be broken.
Totally different, yeah.
I'd lose my mind. I'd probably be strung out on drugs. I'd probably look like a whole different person. But since I have a praying family, praying mother, good supporters, good friends and all that stuff, and I didn't stop and I didn't beat myself on it. And I took full accountability. Yeah. Because
that's a big thing, taking accountability.
I took accountability because I'm the one that made the mistake, the decision. Nobody didn't push me. You know right from wrong. Yeah. And when you feel that it's right, you know it's right. When you feel that it's kind of sketchy, you feel that too. And we get caught up in trying to overcome that sketchy, that eerie feeling when all we have to do is say, "No, this ain't my time." Yeah. So I don't have no regrets. I love it.
So modeling wasn't always the focal point of what you wanted to do, or was it more of sports?
To be honest, I'm an artist, freehand artist. So I was.
I'm looking at this tattoo and I'm
I just got these. I did all of this.
And see, this shading and stuff, this shit right here, miss me. Yeah, I'm not about that.
I got to go back for my second session because because I have to let it heal, then I go back over it to make it so it can be all dark. But yeah, I'm an artist by heart, and I still draw, I still paint, and I'm very good at it. So that was my first thing. Naturally, that was a God-given talent. I can look at this place right here. I can go home and I can draw it.
Wow.
I don't need to take no picture, nothing. It's in my head because I see how everything is placed, and I can draw it.
How often do you dib and dabble with that now?
Every day. Every day because I got to plan with it. It's all a part of my brand.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have my art shows too. I'm going to be a man of many talents.
Yeah.
So I'm just tapping into everything and I'm putting everything together once it's all come together.
Yeah. What's the goal for you?
The goal for me.
Wait, before you answer, let me reverse. I was supposed to interject this. Yeah, that part. I can't do it. I can't do that. How did fatherhood change you?
Oh, fatherhood changed me a lot.
Wait, did y'all see this big smile on his face?
Fatherhood changed me a lot. Especially now that I have a daughter.
Oh, that's a whole different element.
It is. Fatherhood changed me a lot. Once I had my first son, it slowed me down a little bit. I was still doing my thing. I had my second son. Both of my boys were playing. I was like, I need to, I got to switch it up. And my daughter came into place. I need to chill out. Yeah.
First it's switch and now it's chill.
I have to, man, that's made me a better man. Yeah. It just made me a better man. It made me open my eyes. It made me look at women in a different light than I should have. Yeah. Even though I should have because I had my mother and aunts and grandmother, but me dealing with women. I'm sorry for all my exes that I probably pissed off and broken hearted. I'm sorry. I got the broken heart right here, but yeah, I apologize. I'm saying it right here live.
He just threw that hair out because I'm bald as.
I didn't mean to hurt you. Anything. It just
didn't work.
We was young and dumb, and I was young. We made bad decisions. I made poor decisions. Hey, we ain't perfect. It is what it is. Still love you. You don't have to love me, but oh well, okay. But it just made me a better man all the way around. Yeah. Like, especially coming out this last relationship, and I'm looking at my kids because they known the person I was with for years, and then after seeing that separation, I seen how that kind of affected them in a sense. And it's like, I got to be strong for them. I have to show them that this is what life look like. Everything don't last forever, and everything ain't given to you in your hands. Yeah. You have to protect your peace. You have to build your peace along with your happiness and your success in your career. That just made me a better man. Yeah. I looked at life totally different, and I just have a more respect all the way around for women, men, just people that's doing their thing in a parenthood. It's not hard. It's only hard when you don't want to take the time out because you feel like it's taking time away from what the things you want to do. But if you look at the things you want to do, it ain't that important than your child. Yeah. It pisses me off when I see parents, fathers and mothers get mad because they ain't get to go out or they ain't get to go shop because they have to go spend money. To me, that's trash to me because it ain't the child's fault. Facts. And all it's going to do is make you a better person. Yeah. So invest in your children just as much as you invest in that job, just as much as you invest in social media, just as much as you invest in trying to be the sneaky link or whatever the case you do. Yeah. Your child deserves all that extra time that you think you're missing. Period.
Speaking of social media, due to the fact that you didn't gain this momentum or you didn't gain the notoriety that you have in the industry based off of you doing something after social media kicked off, how big of a role does social media play for you right now?
I say it play 50%. The team I have, and everything. That's why if you've seen some of my posts, I don't do it for the likes. I do it for the checks, and that's exactly what I mean. Because I go face to face.
Yeah.
I don't use too much of social media like that. You go to my Instagram, I'm revamping it, but if you go to my Facebook, you see it, but it's not something I'm using to be seen. I use social media to see where I need to be. See where events I need to be at. I use social media for that.
Yeah.
And then I show up.
Yeah.
And 50% of social media is where my growth come from.
Yeah.
And it's really gonna depreciate to 40, where it's gonna actually jump up once y'all see me on this TV screen and a movie screen. But
yo, I'm ready for that.
It's head on, face to face with me.
Yeah.
I like to go straight to the source, and if I can't get to the source, I need to get to the source assistant. Period. Social media is a million people on social media.
Facts.
Yeah, I may be different and I may stand out, but it's a lot of other people that stand out too. The only way I'm gonna stand out is if I go find you and I be exactly where you're at.
This is true.
That's where I'm gonna stand out at. I don't care if I show up on the set and I sneak in up on the set. I'm gonna be seen one way or another. And that's what I mean by pushing on the gas. If you're serious about your craft, then do what people wouldn't do to get where you want to be. Period.
Here you go talking to me again. Cause I've finally decided at the age of 40 to actually jump out and do the music that I sent you. I literally just decided to start doing it. So I'm like everything that you're saying to me now is kind of like, yeah, he's talking about your music.
Yeah, don't worry
about your shit.
Just do it. Just do it. Show up. Go to that club. Don't scratch the club. Go to that bar. Go to that hookah lounge. Go to them small places where a whole bunch of people be at just to be chilling. You get your music heard faster than you would at a club or a radio show.
This is true.
As a matter of fact, people that's working in a radio show might be at that lounge chilling and might say, "What's that?"
Yeah.
Then they find out you in there. Then that's one thing leads to another. You didn't have to go to no club. You didn't have to spend no money. You just asked. You got cool with the DJ. You just asked, "Hey, just play this one time."
Yeah.
That's all it takes. One time.
Yeah. This is
simple as that.
I swear I needed you in my life a couple years. Well, throughout the years that I've known you face to face. What's next for you? What's the goal?
What's next for me? This TV series Pieces. That's next for me. That's gonna be a real good thing. It's gonna put you in the mindset of American Horror Story with a little twist of 007. And I don't know how that mixed, but it mixed. They made it.
They made it happen.
And of course, I'm the suave guy that can adapt to everything. And I'm gonna be the guy in the nice suits, preppy with the nice sleek hairstyle. It's gonna have my long hair. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be like
I'm in for it too. I'm throwing a watch party. God damn it!
And of course, I'm gonna let everybody know. So be on the lookout for that. It's already been approved for 4 seasons. So I'm gonna come in season number 2. I'm gonna come in actually at the end of season 1 and be out for the rest of the season. So I'm being 3 seasons. So that I already know that's gonna open more doors for me.
It's definitely.
And plus, I'm doing it overseas, and it's gonna be done in London. And it's being filmed mostly in London, Greece. And it's gonna come back to Phoenix and Cali. So
why do a lot of things we almost done? Why do a lot of things have to pop off for us overseas before and like be really, really hot over there? And then slowly gravitate to the U.S.
One, people respect us more overseas.
Yeah.
They don't play no games when it comes to business, and they take their craft very serious. It's not all about $1 for them. They actually love the craft, and if they see that you love the craft and you dope, they want to be a part of that journey that you're going on, and they invest in it. That's why people are so quick to go to Africa and overseas and do all these things because it's all about it's more love.
Right.
It's more love. It's more appreciated. Ain't too many people overseas playing games when it comes to these contracts and money.
Facts.
Cause they actually respect your talent.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, and they see you got talent, but they're gonna kind of play with it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna make you do certain things. Gonna make you, they're gonna play with it.
Mm-hmm.
Over there, they ain't gonna play with it.
Have you ever been hit with one of those? We'll work with you, invest in you, but you have to do this, and it was something that's totally out of your character.
Hell yeah, and I cuss their ass up. The fuck, like you need me.
Facts.
And see, this one thing about it, you have to understand that God only allow people to see what's in you by, good people. He also let to see them devil people out, them crazy spirits see too.
Yeah.
And those want to be trying to play with.
Yeah.
And if you're not grounded, then you'll fall into that trap. But if you are grounded, then you'll be just like me. Fuck you, just in my time.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, fine, that's cool.
Yeah.
Girl, you can go play with the next person like that.
Yeah.
But I ain't supposed to be the one.
Yeah.
Just sorry, it is what it is. Okay, it ain't no missed opportunity for me.
Mm-hmm.
There's many more opportunities out there. You ain't the last stop.
Yeah.
So, okay, all right.
Man, look, I can talk to this man forever and a day, but he got a football game to go to, and I'm almost tempted to go, even though I don't know nothing about the sport at all. Like I go to football games and basketball games because I just have bragging rights because they just give me passes to go and nobody else can. But I can't tell you nothing about nobody playing, no positions they playing. I don't even know what the scoreboard is. I know what the food is though. I don't know what the drinks is.
I was at the Mavericks game last night with a celebrity last night. She took me up. I couldn't believe it.
You went to the Rocks with the catered food?
Yeah, I was on the floor.
See, anyway, y'all, this your boy Chad. He on the floor, and I'm in my bed watching it on TV, I guess. Man, look, man, this is your boy Taz, and this is the intro podcast. I'm joined with the one and only Mr. Carl Compton. Look, let me tell y'all the God's honest truth. Aside from all the joking that I've done, I hold this man to a very high standard, and I tell you to your face, man. I've been following you since that magazine situation, and to see you progressing as much as you are in the industry, and then whenever you made the post about the nurse's aide, and somebody commented and they said, "I thought you were still modeling," and you was like, in my words, "Yeah, I am, but I'm more than that."
Absolutely.
And I fucking love you for that. Is somebody at my door? I absolutely love you for the fact that and you were able to verbalize. I'm not just a cute face in a dope ass body.
Right. Absolutely.
Because most people would put you there.
Exactly. And that's fine. That's cool. Again, I just let them watch.
Yeah.
And I respond respectfully, just like I did with that person. You know what I'm saying? We are more than what people see. You feel what I'm saying? Until we believe that, until we start displaying that, then we'll be subject to that box. But we way more than just this face. Facts. We're way more than just this podcast, just me. We way more than this. And if we can tap into who we really are and let God just guide us and we just be with it, this world will be a much better place.
Facts. And
Dallas would be a much better place too if my Dallas people out there.
Dallas.
Hey, you see talent and you know talent, don't misuse it. Don't hate on the next man because don't leave out the information for that man or female to help them get to a place because you think once you give it to them, they're going to become better than you. They're surpassed.
Come on, talk about it.
I don't understand that. If they surpass, they ain't going to forget where they come from.
Yeah.
If they surpass, you still going to get the credit. Whether you get it from them or wherever they go, God going to bless you for that. It's going to come back 10 times fold. So stop hindering the talent that we have here in Dallas. If you notice, people keep on trying to come back to Dallas, keep on trying to film here.
Yeah.
We more than just a commercial city.
Yeah.
We are a lot of things, but since our mentality here, it's all in whack. We ain't getting no big spots like Louisiana and Atlanta and California. We have it. We just bullshit. So let's stop hindering Dallas and let's stop hindering our talent. And let's give back and thank Willie and all the other people that's doing it. it's more of us out there. Let's stop doing it. And let's stop misusing the talent we have out here because we're more than just Dallas.
So where can our viewers and listeners find out more information about you, bro?
Facebook, Instagram. Just follow me. I mean, I'm very unpredictable. I'm on, I'm off. You know, I'm here. But if you just follow me, you can start using my hashtag. Follow my journey. Journey RTDM. And in case people always been wondering what RTDM stands for, that means Ramon, the diverse model. Who is Ramon? That's my middle name. And I'm very diverse, and I'm more than just a model. So that's why I said Ramon, the diverse model.
You look like a Ramon. That's a suave-ass name for a suave-ass man.
I'm black and Dominican, so, you know, I have a little bit of spice in it. Just a keto spice in it. So
yeah, he just a keto spice.
Just a little bit. So, I mean, it is what it is. So, and accept reality for what it is.
That boy.
Don't make decisions off emotions in your heart. Make decisions off of reality, and you'll be in a much better place in your life. Trust me. I promise you. Do not make a decision off your heart and emotions. Make them off of reality. And reality is exactly what you see in your face.
That's what's up. Hey, that's my closer. I have nothing to say. Shouts out to Mr. Ivan Pickles is still in the building from the interview earlier. He is hanging out with us. But once again, I am joined with the one and only Mr. Carl Compton. He's the model, the football, the basketball, the everything above guy. It's my pleasure to finally face-to-face meet you. And I need... Okay, so my hands smell like his cologne. I just wanted to make sure I had something to leave behind. This man has on some stuff. I should have shut the door to just make it stay in here. Man, I appreciate you, man. Anything else you want to say?
I'm wearing Twilight. I'm wearing Cologne Angel Share. I'm wearing Marciano Bad Boy. That's it. It's a nice little mix.
I'm going to find all of the above if I'm going to smell like this, damn it. Anyway, look, I appreciate you guys. Look, so if you are watching right now on social media, on my social media, or you're watching on Carl's social media, this interview is also going to be available on the iHeartRadio app as soon as Monday. For the duration of life, do me a favor, download the iHeartRadio app. It's free, which means this interview is free. Share this interview with someone that you know that just needs to know that, number one, not everybody is out there doing stupid shit, but that at the same time, that need to know the rules or the route to be successful in an industry. Carl has covered a lot of things, and he's given us a lot of instructions. He's the blueprint for a lot of success that we're looking for, and I look forward to seeing you in everything that you have in the near future. And you stuck with me, man. You're gonna be back in a couple minutes, bro. Got to bring you back.
I might have you on the red. I might have to have you on the red carpet when I go there.
Look, I'm here for it.
Interviewing everybody that's coming on that.
Let go. I'm here for it, man. Love you, man.
Love you too, man.
Everybody, it's your boy Taz, Carl Compton, and this is the Intro Podcast. Don't go anywhere, of course. We'll be right back with some more good stuff. Holla! Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Taz. Hey, thank you guys so much once again for checking out the Intro Podcast and my interview with the one and only model and digital creator, Mr. Carl Compton. Do me a favor. I want to know what you thought about today's show. Hit me up on social media. On Facebook, it's the Intro Dallas Podcast or the Intro Podcast and the number 2. On Twitter and Instagram, it's SMG Officially. I want to know what you think. Also, do me a favor, share this interview, share this show with somebody. You're listening on Spreaker by way of iHeartRadio. I appreciate you guys for doing so. Oh, let me do the show sponsor one more good time. Today's show is sponsored by Ms. Diane Clines, an independent associate with Legal Shield, offering legal services starting at $29.95 and identity theft starting at $19.95 a month. They also provide a will, living will, assist with moving violations, contract reviews, consultations, and more. For more information, contact Diane Clines at 214-881-5225 or go to dsclines.ladiesofjustice.com.